Hey everyone, how's it going? We're gonna get started in a few minutes here, just waiting for people to trickle in. If you haven't already, make sure you go to this link and check in for this event. All right, and let me also share the challenge link. Right, so if you want to enter in the tournament, here is the link in chat. I think that's mainly for viewing it. So if you want to actually be part of the tournament, just put whatever your Pokemon Showdown username is in chat, and then I'll add you. But while we're getting settled with that, a lot of you may not know what Pokemon Showdown is. Basically, it's just an online simulator that competitive players use to just practice playing Pokemon competitively with other players. And if you want to get on there, there's play.pokemonshowdown.com, which you can go there. You would need to create an account first, which doesn't take too long, but you go there and then you can start playing just like that. For the tournament, we're going to be playing in a random format, so no need to create a team or anything like that. We're just going to be playing in a random format. But yeah, if you want to join, go visit the tournament link that I posted in chat and say what your Pokemon Showdown username is in chat. But I think in the meantime, while we're getting people into the tournament, I think I'll play a few games of random battles just so people can get an understanding of kind of what it's like, especially if you haven't played much competitive Pokemon at all. So yeah, let's turn off volume. Yeah, I guess I'll just jump into a game here and show y'all what it's all about. If anyone has any questions while I'm doing this, feel free to post them in chat, and I can put your comment up on screen, and yeah, I can answer all your questions. All right, looks like this is our team right here. They've got a Licky Licky. I think I'll go to Runarigus just because maybe I can set up some hazards. Also, I'm a ghost type. It's likely Licky Licky has a dark type coverage move, but I think I'll just set up Stealth Locks anyway. If you want to play this, go to play.pokemonshowdown.com. It's the link that I put in the chat. Alright, looks like they swapped to Obstagoon. It's fine, got some hazards up. Don't have an amazing switch in. I think what I'll do, because I don't have any great switch-ins, I'll go to Ditto. You could probably take one hit from Obstagoon, and then because I'm Scarfed, I can probably outspeed and KO it in return. Alright, I swapped in, went for knockoff. I actually didn't think ahead there. Because I'm knocked off, we're at an even, we're at a speed tie. So it's a 50-50. I'll go for close combat just because I don't really have any good switch-ins. You send the link again. I'm gonna be actually just putting it in a banner, just because I think that'll be more convenient. Let me do that. Alright, cool. So, got a banner going now, so it's easier. Alright, well I get a free knockoff here, which is nice. I think after this game I'll actually kind of go into like what building a team is like, even though you won't have to do that for this tournament. But just because a lot of you may be unfamiliar with competitive Pokemon, I just think it'd be interesting, just so you can kind of understand how a team is kind of structured, I guess. Oh, looks like they just... Alright, well, that's one over. Alright, so if we have interest, I'll put a bunch of people in the tournament. So if you are interested, just, again, put your Showdown username in the chat, the one that's on your Showdown account. But in the meantime, you can still just go to play.pokemonshowdown.com and play the game. And I can actually show kind of what it's like to build a team. Just so people who haven't really played Pokemon much at all can kind of get into it. Alright, so... so I can build a team right now. Let me actually just add people. Alright, so I got a few people. Once I get a few more people, I'll... Alright, 13. Alright, so I'll get more people in, just so everyone's in all at once, and then we can start the tournament. But in the meantime, I guess I'll just show what playing Pokemon is kind of like, and kind of what a team structure kind of is. For the tournament, it's a random tournament, so you'll be given a random team, so you don't have to worry about building a team. I'm just showing you just so you can understand how to kind of play. I think I'll start off by just accepting any requests from the audience. So if you have a Pokemon that you want me to use in this team I'm going to build, just put it in chat, and then I'll put it in the team. So, yep, just name your favorite Pokemon or Pokemon you want me to put in. But I can kind of explain what's on screen here. So, In competitive Pokemon, there are a bunch of different tiers of play, and those tiers are divided by popularity of usage. So in the official tiers, there's OU, UU, RU, NU, PU, LC. And basically, OU is the most used Pokemon, and LC and PU is the least used, and it's basically kind of ordered in that way. So if I make a team for OU, let's say, I can only use Pokemon that are in the overused tier because Pokemon that are just because Pokemon that are like legendaries and things like that would be unbalanced if they're all in one tier. But if I were to make a team for UU, I could use Pokemon that were in the UU tier, but I couldn't use anyone in the OU tier because that's a higher tier. So in the OU tier, I can use basically any of these tiers right here, apart from Ubers, if I were to make a team. But I think I can just start getting into make a team. So I'll just add some Pokemon, unless if you do have requests for Pokemon you want to see me add, just put them in chat. Just like your favorite Pokemon or whatever. But let me start with, so in a team core, you want a few different things. One thing you want is some kind of tanky Pokemon, a physically defensive one, just because there are lots of really great physical attackers in the tier. So let's use Corviknight as an example. If we look at Corviknight's stats, it's pretty balanced defensively. It has a really great defensive typing because Steel resists a lot of things. It also has a ground immunity, and ground is a very good type. In terms of an ability, Mirror Armor can be okay if the opponent has Intimidate. It basically reflects that, so it's back to them. I'm gonna go for Unnerve just because if an opponent has a Berry or something, it just won't activate if Corviknight is on the field. Now, in terms of a moveset, Corviknight is going to be our tank, our physical tank, so we want a few things with Corviknight. One is a healing move, just so if we aren't losing HP, the HP is gone forever, we can recover. And see, we can go for maybe Bulk Up. Bulk Up raises your attack and defense by 1 stage. Body Press is a good move because if we're investing most of our stats into defensive areas, it uses defense as our attack and damage calculations. So that's nice. We can go for Brave Bird. I think I'll give Leftovers. Leftovers is basically an item that heals you a little bit at the end of each turn, so that's nice for a tank. I'll give it max special defense, and I'll go for a special defense boosting nature. Just because Bulk Up increases our defense by 1 and our attack by 1, so I don't really need to invest much in defense or attack because I can boost it this way anyway, but I can't boost my special defense outside of stats. So I'll just invest as much as I can in special defense. And I can use a nature. So a nature boosts one stat and lowers another. And I'm not going to be using special attack at all because I'm a physical attacker. So I can just take the negative on that and it'll be fine. Alright, someone said use Darkrai. Well, the team I'm building is for the OU tier, so Darkrai is an Uber's Pokemon just because it's like a powerful legendary. So you can't use those in OU, but let me find a different Dark type. I can actually sort by type here. Let's see, we can use Tyranitar here. Tyranitar is a Dark type. Tyranitar has the ability Sandstream, so basically on switching, it summons a Sandstorm. And there are Pokemon who are immune to Sandstorm, because Sandstorm at the end of the turn deals a little bit of damage. And those are rock, steel, and ground types. It's kind of, earthy types of Pokemon. So all we need to do is make a team the same way. You don't need to make a team. So for the tournament, I'm just going to wait maybe like a few more minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes, just so everyone can get their names in before I start. But basically, it's a random tournament, so you'll be given a random team, so you don't need to worry about team building. I'm basically just kind of going through it just so you kind of understand how Pokemon is played better if you haven't played before. Use Cinderace, its ability Libero is damn good. I think is Cinderace Ubers? Yeah, it is still Ubers. So if I were an Ubers, I could definitely do that. But it is very good. But yeah, Libero is extremely good. Alright, but I have Tyranitar here. Trying to think what I want to do here. I want some kind of hazard, so I'll go for Stealth Rock. That basically, it means on switch-in, the Pokemon that switched in takes damage. And it is a rock type move, so if they're like a fire or a flying type, it'll deal some extra damage. I think I'll go for Thunder Wave just because on switch that's very good. Rock. I think I'll go for Rock Blast, and I think they removed Pursuit and Gen 8, so let me go for just Crunch. Is Payback? Okay, Payback also is in here, so I'll just go for Crunch. Leftovers seem fine. So I think what I'll do, because rock types gain a special defense boost in sand, I'll go for some special defense. Just a small amount, because Tyranitar can't heal. Alright, I'll start the tournament in a few minutes, just so everyone's got their names in. If you want to enter the tournament, just put your Pokemon Showdown username, so that's a username associated with your account on there. Put your username in chat, and I can add you directly. But yeah, so we got Corviknight, Tyranitar. One thing I want to do is, and Rush, is I kind of want to take advantage of what we have going here with Tyranitar. So I'll go for Dracovish. And basically, I'm going to make a Sand team. So because I have Sandstream, compare it with a ability that complements Sandstream. So Dracovish is a Pokemon that has Sand Rush. So basically, if it's in a Sandstorm, which Tyranitar can summon just by switching in, its speed is doubled. So that's huge. So Dracovish, you wouldn't entirely know about stats, but it's a great physical attacker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for Choice Band. And Choice Band, it gives a boost in attack, but I can only select the first move that I choose. And if I switch out, I can choose another move, but I can only choose the first move I use when I switch in. A big move here is Fish's Friend, so if I move before the target, it deals double the damage. So that's very good. And it's also Stab, so same type attack bonus. So if a Pokemon is the same type as the move that it's using, it gains a 50% attack boost. So having it be a water move is very good. I think I'll go for Outrage. Psychic Fangs are good if they have Grimmsnarl or something. Leech Light is just generally good. So I can just go for just max attack here. And yeah, okay, we do have one more person. so we've got 5 people in the tournament. Quick note: just make sure that your Pokemon Showdown account. So right here, the name that I have up here, for example. I'm going to make sure that's the same name that you've put in chat. Just because that's what you're going to use to play with each other. So basically, I'm about to start it, but once the tournament starts, if you want to play against your opponent, what you have to do is click here, find a user, and then you would type in their name, and you can view who your opponent is on the bracket, which I'll put a link to in a second. You put their name in, and you can basically choose Generate Random Battle as the format, and then you just play against them. All right, let me. Alright, so here is a link to the bracket. So if you're in the tournament, actually, is there another way I can? All right. So this is our first match, Toxic 13 versus G Perek 102. So as I mentioned, go to the challenge page via the link I put in the chat, and you can see who you're matched up against. But basically, for y'all to start your match, what you want to do is you just want to go to play.pokemonshowdown.com, and you go to find a user down here, and then you put the opponent's username. So for example, this one right here, and you click challenge. And it's already got the format, so you don't need to touch this. All you would need to do is click challenge right here. All right, so if you've started your match, Toxic 13 or G Perek, just let me know. So either of you two, just let me know in chat if you've started your match. Just so I have that knowledge. Or if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, cool. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, just feel free to put them in chat, and I'll put them on screen and answer your questions. But for now, they're going to be playing their first match. All right. So we got this match underway. So we've got Parag here with an Arctivish and Toxic with a Wailord. Parag takes the first kill. Nice. Now Parag probably needs to switch here, or he might just want to stack his Arctivish if he doesn't have any clean switch-ins. He switches. Toxtricity goes for Sledge Wave. That could have been risky because it's an electric type. It gets its Berserk boost, Fiery Wrath. Moltres is going to be faster. You can check the speed by just hovering of the Pokemon. Oh, actually it isn't. Okay, so that's interesting. So now that Toxtricity was faster, even though we know that it's probably slower, that is interesting information. Oh wait, it might have been the level actually. So Toxtricity is level 82, Moltres was level 75, which makes sense. They want to tone down the legendaries. Toxtricity just laying down sludge waves. Okay, we got a Solgaleo coming out. Pretty hard counters Toxtricity, but it goes for the close combat. Maybe it doesn't have another good move. Because Toxtricity is weak to Psychic. It goes into Stakataka, which isn't a great switch-in because it's Rock Steel type, so it's quite weak to that close combat. But on the other hand, Solgaleo has very reduced defenses, so if it doesn't switch out, any hit pretty much is going to knock it out. Alright, we got a nerfed Shifu coming out. Takes it out. Solgaleo did end up doing a decent chunk to the team though, so but it's still pretty even. We got Darmanitan here. It's naturally gonna be faster. Yep, he takes our Shifu out. Electricity chunks it, but it gets taken out. Still anyone's game here though, because Toxic has one mystery Pokemon and a Keldeo, which can deal with Darmanitan pretty well. Yep, and it takes it out with Secret Sword. See, it's very even right now. Keldeo actually goes for the Calm Mind. It could potentially take another Earthquake, but it's very close, yep. Yep, gets taken out by Life Orb damage. Hopefully the last Pokemon's good. Zero Aura, it is very good. It's very fast. It's probably going to outspeed this Landorus and KO it. Yep. Oh, actually doesn't KO. And Landorus knocks it out one hit with Earthquake. So Parag is our first winner coming out of this match. And we've got another match coming up, Enthusiastic Alien versus Tokyo Khan. So that's one match we've got going, and then the other match, now that we have, is Parag versus Amitesh Patra. So if you have sent over your challenge invites, let me know in chat, just so I know that. Let me just... also just put in the challenger names. Alright, so these are the two matches that we've got going on. Tried finding Tokyo-Con, it's showing user not found. Let me also check that on my end. It's showing up on my end, so I would encourage you to try again. Alien. Yeah, it's showing up on my end, so I would encourage you to try that one more time. So it's Barack versus Amitesh and Alien versus Tokyo-Con. And once one of you have started your match, let me know so I can, spectate over the match. Alright, Parag and Amitesh Patra, how are y'all? Are y'all able to start your match? Okay, we got a match here. So we've got Alien with an Espeon and Tokyo-Con with an Obstagoon. Obstagoon probably scaring that Espeon because it's a Psychic type, though it may have some Fairy type coverage, maybe Dazzling Gleam or something. The question is, would it be enough to knock out Obstagoon? Okay, so they both go for some interesting moves there, both of which are resisted. Obstagoon does get that burn, so because of its ability Guts, it now gets a power boost because it's burned. And we also know that Espeon is faster, so... Oh, goes for the switch, nice. Oh, but Obstagoon predicts that, goes for its own parting switch, or parting shot. So now Tokyo-Con is in a good position if he has a good mono switch in here. Okay. Alright, nice. Looks like we got our matches started. Also part of this match. Alright, getting us some toxic spikes. That'll be very useful in taking down an Alien's team, but Alien does have Espeon with Magic Bounce, so if he were to switch that in, he would reflect those toxic spikes back at Tokyo-Con. Oh, and he's got the G-Max Garbodor. A Dark Elf isn't going to do anything. He's going to probably one-shot that Feeble. Oh, it's not quite a one-shot. It's a two-shot. On Parag's end, we got Parag here with a Poliwrath, Patra with a Frostmoth, and a Crustle, it seems like. Yep, switches out to Espeon. But he takes that max move. He's on pretty low health. Then it goes to Amoonguss, who should be able to deal with whatever Garbodor's got, and it's taken away those toxic spikes, which is really good. But Con switches to Hippowdon. On this end, Patra goes to Chansey, but it gets instantly taken out by the Poliwrath. Poliwrath has got lower defenses, but that's a huge takedown just because Chansey can very easily wall a team with a huge special defense. And now Parag has 2 up on Patra. Things seeming pretty even here with Alien and Con. Con goes over to Lantern, and Alien gets the Spore off, so now it's got some free turns to play with. Patra's got a Gengar in here. I don't know if this Gengar has Nasty Plot, but if it did, it'd be a very good setup opportunity. Because having 2 down isn't great. Alright, unfortunately, Mungus can't Toxic because Lantern is already asleep, but it can use those turns to do something else, maybe attack, maybe switch. Yep, doing a decent chunk with Giga Drain there. Switches to Rotom Mow. On Proc's end, going to Magnezone. He gets tricked as Choice Specs. These items actually aren't too bad of a trade. Now Magnezone has Choice Specs, which makes it really dangerous. Especially, it probably doesn't have Analytics. But if it did, it would be insane. Galen goes to Galarian Zapdos, but it gets almost one-shot by that Thunderbolt. Yep, it's gonna T-Bolt again, and it immediately takes out that Sharpedo. Sharpedo's really good mon, so it could have been useful, but gets taken down. Alright, now we've got Claydol as the switch in here. On Proc's end. Switches that to Hippowdon, gets its Volt Switch blocked, because it's immune. Goes on to Poliwrath, but Hippowdon gets a free move, KOs with Earthquake. So, Patra's bringing it back. Very nice. Toxic's that Rotom, just in case it was going to switch. Now it's on a timer. Now this is an interesting situation with Proc and Patra. Goes for the Calm Mind right in Patra's face. Almost gets one-shot by the Earthquake, though. It better be doing something. Maybe has Energy Ball? Oh, nice switch. Con to Obstagoon. Takes that Psychic. Doesn't do much to Amoonguss. But it is burned, so it can't be spored. Neither way, it couldn't be spored because of Sleep Claws. The Lantern is already asleep. Yep, that's Sleep Mod activating. Yep, Alien just throwing out Toxics here. Yep, definitely playing more on the defensive side. Doesn't seem like there's too much he can do. But he does have a Thievul he could potentially use, but Thievul's only at 14%. Goes for the Ice Punch. Probably has a Ghost move too, so Claydol not the best switch in there. Meanwhile, over here, Shandy tries to set up sub, doesn't get it. Gets taken out. Now it's even. Patra's brought it back. Almost one-shots that Grabodo there. Grabodo gets taken out by Hippowdon. On this side, Con still hasn't lost a Pokemon. Nice, got those Stealth Rock set up. That's gonna be huge for the longevity of the game. Gonna keep taking Chip. They're all in a dangerous situation here though, because Obstagoon being a Dark type probably has a Dark type move. Yep, gets one shot. Con certainly has the advantage here, but Alien could still bring it back. Especially because he has that Galarian Zapdos, it could still take out that Obstagoon. On Patra's side, both switch out. Espeon's almost taken out here, but can it do some damage or do something else while it's out? That is the question. If Hippowdon does have sleep slack off, it could probably just take whatever hit Espeon dishes out and just heal it off. And on this side, Latias goes for the Psychic. Yep, powerful attacks coming out from both sides. Still pretty even in terms of number. Now it definitely is even. I've got Crustle coming out. Does it go for X-Scissor? No, it goes for Earthquake. It doesn't affect it. And the Draco Meteor misses. Kind of a missed opportunity. Crustle could have gone for a Bug-type move maybe if it did have it. So it goes for the Shadow Ball. Gets a special defense drop, which is nice. It magic bounces the Toxic. So Hippowdon is now on a timer. Goes into mode. Goes for the Foul Play, which can two-shot. Let's see, and it is faster than Rotom. Oh, Yasuo going for the Nasty Plot here. Going for another Nasty Plot. It's low on HP, but it is very dangerous right now. But Latias has great special defense, so it's gonna have to hit with something harder. If it did have Shadow Ball, it probably would want to use that. Yep, Thunder Ball just isn't gonna do it. Yep, just gets taken out. Looking good for Parock, but Hippowdon is notoriously very tanky, so it could easily still be anyone's game here. Yep, Dark Pulse takes out the Rotom. Vivo gets taken out. Now it's Zapdos versus Dusknoir here. Dynamax is the Hippowdon, okay. Rockfall. Hippowdon can just dish out huge amounts of damage here. Latias doesn't have much special attack. Because of those debuffs, but given the amount that Rockfall did, it could potentially just keep roosting. On this side, Zapdos tries to go for close combat. It's immune. They're both immune to each other's attacks. Going into the Lantern here, Khan has a decent lead here, but Zapdos does go for the Max Knuckle. Probably wasn't the best switch in going to Lantern because now could potentially go for another Max Knuckle, which it does. Now it has a lot of boosts. It's pretty fast, but it gets taken out by its own Life Orb. Latias is very low here, but it could still... Oh, can't roost because it gets taken out by Sandstorm. So it's still very even here because Magnezone probably can't do much. Yep, gets instantly taken out. Hopefully that last Pokemon of Prox is going to be good. Now we've got Mungus versus Hippowdon here. Probably isn't too much that Amoonguss can do to Khan's whole team, but I think Dynamax is still in play in this game. Oh, we've got a Palkia. That is very dangerous. Patra's in a bit of a situation here. Let's see if he can deal with the Palkia's water moves. He does a special defense boost, but he's already used his Dynamax, whereas I don't think Brock has. Alright, Amoonguss takes down the Hippowdon. Goes in with Obstagoon. Palkia goes for Hydro Pump, almost takes it out. Ooh, but Earthquake does a decent amount here. If Hydro Pump misses, Patra could take this. So it is very, very even here. It could be anyone's game. Palkia has something with 100% accuracy. Okay, Hydro Pump hits, KOs. Very close there. Very could have easily been Pacha's win if that Hydro Pump had missed. Be going over here. Goes into Desnoir here. It's actually more even than I thought it would be. Doesn't seem like Khan can do a ton of damage to that Amoonguss right now. Let's see. He does have the Garbodor and the Obstagoon. Looking at the bracket, whoever wins this will go into the finals. So Parak will face whoever wins here in the finals. Amoonguss takes out the Obstagoon, so it's very close. Your alien might have it. It's just the question if Garbodor does have anything on its end. Probably doesn't have anything great for. Oh, it does have Plane Split actually. They both have Black Sludge going, so it's a question of can Garbodor reciprocate with anything? Very even. All Garbodor can really do is Pain Split here. Oh, but it gets Spored. This is looking to be in the favor of Alien right now. Unless Garbodor can break out, but even then, not sure what it can do. Toxic doesn't work because Garbodor is a poison type. It's immune to that. But if Amoonguss can go for Sludge Bombs here, maybe it can do something. Oh, but it does have Gunk Shot, which does a ton of damage. If it can just hit another Gunk Shot, Khan will have this game. Oh, missed. Sledge Bomb. Just needs one more Gunk Shot to hit. Amoonguss doesn't have any immediate healing moves. Best can go for a Spore, but Khan takes it. Alright, this is our final round match. Khan versus Parak. So, make sure to send your challenge, guys. Yeah, it was very even. Definitely well played to both sides here. But even on both games, actually. But Khan versus Parak, so make sure to send your challenge so I can spectate. And if you have sent your challenge over, let me know in chat so I can go over and spectate. It's first time playing. You definitely played pretty well. I mean, you know, naturally just missing some knowledge, but overall it was very close. Khan had quite a lead at the start. With very few Pokemon taken out, but you managed to bring it back to a very even game. Alright, Khan versus Parak. Let me know when you've sent over your match. Oh, looks like Parak's in it. And we've got a lot of very close games going on here. Okay, here is the finals. Proc versus Con. Proc starts off with, I believe he started off with a Scyther, but went into Starmie. Con had a Arcanine, but got one shot by Starmie. Starmie's still pretty low on health here. Jolteon comes in, scaring out the Starmie. Hopefully, if Proc gets a ground type, he can switch to. But even then, Jolteon will get a free turn to do something. Scyther takes that Thunderbolt. Don't think he can threaten it too much, but he does switch. Goes for U-turn. Very good big brain prediction. So now he can switch in, can have a favorable switching into Beartic here. Alright, goes into Starmie. Potentially can go for a Skull Burn here. Or Psyshock. Gets taken out though by Superpower. Alright, now the game's even. 5-5 here. Scyther comes in. It is faster, unless Beartic has Aqua Jet, which it may. So it's still up in the air with this current matchup. Goes into Jolteon. Scyther gets the recovery, nice. Bug Flying does a good defense typing for some types, especially fighting. Still gonna be slower than Jolteon here though. So probably won't be able to U-turn, probably will have to raw switch here. Yep, just takes Thunderbolt, maybe he didn't have a great switch in. Oh, we've got Rotom here, can probably take Thunderbolts fairly well. But then Calyrex comes out. But Calyrex takes the Shadow Ball. The Legendary is down. That is huge for Proc because Calyrex could easily sweep Proc's entire team. That's how powerful it is, but it got one shot by Shadow Ball. Proc making it very even right now. Though also Proc has 3 mystery Pokemon left. Con has only 2 that are left as a mystery here. Alright, comes in Moltres. Rotom probably here free to Thunderbolt if it does have it, but it is fearing that Dark type move if Moltres doesn't faint. Goes into Glaceon. Moltres rests in anticipation of Thunderbolt probably. Goes with Hurricane, gets a miss. Nice, Glaceon gets a Toxic. Probably predicting that it potentially would want to switch, so it could just Toxic anything. But now Moltres is on a timer here. It seems like Proc is free to go for an Ice move here. Glaceon goes for Protect, but isn't needed. Got 2 evolutions out on the field here. Glaceon, because of its leftovers, would survive another Thunderbolt, so potentially go for a strong Ice move if it does have it. Potentially KO. Oh, but it goes for the Toxic. Proc may be switching here to Rotom, or he may just sack Glaceon to get a fresh switch. Either way, Con is in a good position in here just to keep firing away with Thunderbolts. Goes into Moltres. Protect does fail because you can't really use Protect twice in a row unless you're very lucky. Yep, gets taken out by Hurricane. Khan is up by 1, but it's still definitely anyone's game here. Rotom here. Rotom is going to be faster, so potentially take it out with Thunderbolt. Khan goes to Volcarona, but Proc takes advantage of that, goes for the Nasty Plot, so now it's very dangerous right now. They may want to bring out their Dynamaxes because Rotom may just sweep if it can take out Volcarona here. Volcarona goes for its own Quiver Dance, so now it outspeeds. Attacks the Moltres. Potentially to get a free switch to Jolteon, maybe? Not entirely sure. Yeah, Jolteon may have Shadow Ball, so maybe it could take out that Rotom, but we'll see. Yeah, now it's dead even right now. Khan goes into Beartic. Beartic is going to be slower, so it's probably going to be taken out. Ghost Rock Jet gets some chip, but ultimately it is taken down. Yep, Rotom is very dangerous right now, because unless a Dynamax comes out, I don't see Khan living Thunderbolt or a Shadow Ball here. Taken out by Thunderbolt. Unless a Dynamax comes out on Jolteon here, probably can't live a Shadow Ball and the poison damage. Proc still has 2 unused Pokemon. Goes for Volt Switch. Yep, yeah, it's taken out by Shadow Ball. Alright, Proc is our winner. Congratulations, Proc. Great win by both sides. Great game by both sides. Yeah. I know a lot of people were playing Pokemon for the first time in this tournament, so great job all around. Y'all did very well. But yeah, thanks so much for coming to the Pokemon Showdown tournament here on Global Hack Week. I believe coming up we have a Intro to Machine Learning workshop, if I'm not mistaken, or some kind of machine learning event coming up. Yep, Machine Learning Track Part 3. So if you want to go to that, stick around on stream. Just got lucky. Honestly, that's part of winning in random battles. But I'm gonna hand it off here to my friend here. But yeah. Take care, everyone.